Hi everyone, this is Bipin Kumar, founder of RPM Tutorials. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about basics of logarithm. Now logarithm is very closely associated with exponents. Let's see a few examples and then we will generalize that relationship. 2 to the power 5 will be equal to 32, we all know, because 2 is multiplied 5 times and that will give you 32. You can write the same relationship of these numbers in the form of logarithm. Logarithm of 32 base 2 will be equal to 5. Let me repeat again. Logarithm of 32 base 2 will be equal to 5. Okay. Similarly, we know 4 square is equal to 16. So, in form of logarithm we can write logarithm of 16 base 4 is equal to 2. So, what we are seeing that if there is a number and its power is some number which results in another number, if we take the logarithm of this result with a base 4, then it will give the number which is in the exponent. Okay. So in a generic form we can say that if there are three numbers a, b, c related in a way that a to the power b is equal to c, then logarithm of c base a will be equal to b. Very simple. If there are three numbers a, b, c related in a way that a to the power b is equal to c, then log of c base a will be equal to b. Okay. Now let's take some example further. We know that x to the power 0 will be 1. Okay. Now let's use this relationship. In this case, a is equal to x, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to 1. Then we can safely say that log of 1 base x will be equal to 0. Okay. You are noticing that whatever is here the base of the exponent, that is also the base of the log. And then whatever is the resultant number, that logarithm if you take with the base a, then whatever number is appearing here in the power, that will appear as a result of this logarithm. Okay, very simple to remember. Let's take another example. We know x to the power 1 will be equal to x. Now let's convert this exponential form into the logarithmic form. Log of result x base x will be equal to 1. Okay. Whatever be the number, log 5 with the same base 5 will be 1. Log 2 base 2 will be 1. Log 10 base 10 will be 1. Okay. So these are the outcome of the very basic definition of logarithm. Let's try understanding a bit more. And I will write this relationship here. A to the power b is equal to c. Then log of c base a must be equal to b. Now let's try understanding the uses of this relationship a bit further. The beauty is that if you understand this relationship, the basic definition of logarithm and the exponential form, then many complex looking problems you can solve very easily. Let's take first example, which is given is that if log x base 2 is equal to minus 2, log x base 2 is equal to minus 2, what is the value of x? So let's use this relationship. We know that log c base a is equal to b. So here c is representing x, b is being represented by minus 2, and base is 2. So we can write 2 to the power minus 2 must be equal to x. Therefore, we can write x is equal to 1 by 2 square, which is equal to 1 by 2. Very simple, right? Let's take another example, that example number 2. Example number 2 is appearing a bit complex, right? It is saying root of x to the power 4 times log of a base x is equal to what? We have to evaluate what will be the value of this. Okay, so let's do this. Let's assume that log of a base x is equal to y. If that is the case, then can we write that x to the power y will be equal to a to the power b equal to c, a, b, c. A to the power b is equal to c, x to the power y equal to. We can write that. Okay. Now let's extend this. So then this will be equal to root x. We can write x to the power 1 by 2, and this we can write 4, and because log a base x we have taken y, so we can write it as 4y, which will lead to x to the power half into 4y, which can be written as x to the power 2y, and x to the power y we can write as x to the power y the whole square. Okay. Now we know that x to the power y with this log relationship is equal to a. So therefore it is a square. Very simple. The complex looking problem turns out to be very simple, a square. So if you know this relationship and you have a good understanding of how to resolve the exponents, then you should be able to converge it and kind of very small solution. Okay. Let's take third example. Okay. Third example is log of base 2 of log of x base 3 is equal to 4. Then what is the value of x? Okay. Let's apply our basic definition. Log c base a is equal to b, then a to the power b will be equal to c. Now let's consider this as a black box as of now. Okay. So then 2 to the power 4 will be equal to whatever is here. So this should be equal to log x base 3. So we can write that log x base 3 is equal to 2 to the power 4 is 16. Okay. Now again we can apply the same funda because again it is in the form of log. So let's look at that. Then from this we can write in the exponential form that 3 to the power 16 is equal to x, or x is equal to 3 to the power 16. A complex looking problem turns out to be a very simple problem if you understand the basic definition of logarithm pretty well. I hope that with these 3 examples you will have very good clarity on how to use exponential and logarithmic form and how to solve basic problems related with logarithm. Thank you very much.